All right, my friends, buckle up and hold on to your teacups, because the UK media circus has rolled back into town, and this time they're armed with polls. Yes, polls, not journalism, not insight, just desperate tabloid-level multiple-choice begging, dressed up as public interest. The same press that smeared Harry and Meghan day in, day out, calling them irrelevant, toxic, selfish, money-hungry, disloyal, and every other nasty label under the sun, is now orchestrating poll campaigns that scream, "Please come back." One of the worst offenders, the Daily Mail's Palace Confidential, which basically functions as a royal echo chamber for deranged fantasies. They recently ran a poll asking the public, should Harry and Meghan return to the UK? Yes, for the future of the monarchy, only if they apologise first, or no way. Just take a moment to soak that in. A media outlet that mocked Meghan's race, dismissed Harry's trauma, and undermined their every move now wants your opinion on whether they should be allowed back, as if this were a reality show elimination round. What's next? Text Sussex to 80088 if you want them back. Let's get real. Prince Harry has been crystal clear. He said it on Oprah, he said it in Spare, he said it on Netflix, he said it in People magazine, in interviews, documentaries, and probably while brushing his teeth. He is not returning to the toxic ecosystem that nearly destroyed his family. Not now, not ever. And Meghan? She's building her legacy, uplifting communities, dancing with joy, and speaking multiple languages while the British media is out here fantasizing about their return like it's some royal rom-com reboot. Spoiler alert, this isn't Harry Potter. There is no Sussex 2.0. The spell has been broken, the wand has snapped, and the castle has crumbled. What we're witnessing is the same press that chased them out, now realising they were the real crown jewels all along, because without the Sussexes, there's no magic, just limp headlines, bored readers and royals on Greek vacations pretending to care. So, to the pollsters and palace puppets, stop with the stunts. The people aren't blind. We know desperation when we see it, and baby, it's showing. And here's where it goes from sad to downright sickening. These so-called public opinion polls the tabloids love to parade, they're conducted with barely 2,000 people in a country of over 68 million. That's like asking a random K-pop fan forum if they want more BTS and calling it national consensus. Then they plaster headlines like 90% say no to Harry and Meghan returning, as if that's some kind of moral authority. In reality, 90% of the UK is just trying to pay bills, navigate a cost of living crisis, and couldn't care less about these royal antics. But this is classic royal PR 101. When the air is flopping, when William is missing in action, when Kate is nowhere to be found, and when the press runs out of glossy Cambridge puff pieces, distract with Sussex drama. Let's face it, William and Kate are on their 6th vacation. That's right, 6. Not 1, not 2, but 6 lavish breaks from duties while the public foots the bill. And where are they now? Greece. Somewhere between the sun lounges and the spa, avoiding work like it's a contagious disease. So when that heat gets too spicy for Kensington Palace to handle, they switch tactics. Target acquired, Harry and Meghan. That's when the usual suspects roll out another so-called poll that's less about truth and more about psychological warfare. It's not news, it's a strategy. They weaponize fake outrage and cherry-picked stats to gaslight the public and pressure the Sussexes. Meghan saw it for what it was from the beginning. Harry lived through it and wrote a memoir about it. And yet here we are in 2025 with the UK media still pulling mind games straight out of 1997. Some things never change, except this time Harry and Meghan aren't playing along. And speaking of distractions, let's not skip over the hypocrisy floating literally on open waters. Enter King William of Earthshot, the self-declared eco-warrior, the royal who preaches about saving the planet at every gala summit and carefully scripted documentary. But while the world battles heat waves, wildfires and rising sea levels, Sir Save the Planet himself is reportedly cruising the Mediterranean on a $500 million mega-yacht, dripping in luxury and floating like Jeff Bezos on holiday, complete with the linen shirt and zero irony. Remember when he gave that solemn speech urging the world to protect the oceans? Apparently what he really meant was protect them from people in economy class, because when it comes to private travel, William clocks more air miles than migrating birds. Yet this is the same man whose foundation is literally focused on reducing carbon emissions. It's the epitome of climate hypocrisy. It's giving do as I say, not as I fly. And where are the watchdogs? Where are the climate activists, the Greta Thunbergs of the world? Because if anyone else pulled this, the outrage would be thunderous. William's yacht alone emits more CO2 in a week than some small towns do in a year. And yet the mainstream press stays silent. No investigations, no think pieces, just a well-oiled PR machine glossing over it all. Why? Because their focus is always the same: shift attention back to Harry and Meghan. So while William's mega-yacht floats under the radar, headlines scream, OMG, Netflix drops Harry and Meghan trailer. You see the game. It's all about deflection, misdirection and smokescreens. But here's the thing. They may control the headlines, but they don't control our memories. We see it, we remember, and we're not buying the recycled distractions anymore. Let's really zoom in on the comedy of errors unfolding on the royal stage, because let's be honest, it's giving unintentional sitcom. The British press has spent years screaming from the rooftops that Harry and Meghan are irrelevant, unwanted, and deeply unpopular. They want us to believe that nobody cares about them anymore. And yet here we are, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The headlines are saturated with their every move. There's obsessive analysis over their Netflix deals, their Spotify exits, the contents of Meghan's handbag, the angle of Harry's baseball cap, and even what parking lot they use. It's become a national pastime. Seriously, how do you claim you don't care about someone while simultaneously turning your living room into a shrine of tabloid clippings and hate-click articles? The irony is sharper than a Buckingham Palace butter knife. The truth is simple and a little painful for the Palace PR team. The firm is flopping, hard. There's no glitter left in the crown. The monarchy, once coated in mystique and public awe, now trudges along like a rerun of a cancelled show. The charisma is gone. The sparkle has faded. And the only thing keeping them trending is scandal or desperately invoking Meghan and Harry's names for traffic. All that's left are royal placeholders. Prince William, now nicknamed Prince We Don't Work, stumbling through public engagements like he's doing community service. Duchess Kate, who's become so rehearsed and robotic that we're not entirely sure she isn't blinking on a preset timer. King Charles, now more famous for shouting at pens and gardeners than ruling anything with grace. And somewhere in a corner, Princess Anne, sipping her tea like it's a weapon, muttering, "I told you lot this would happen." The irony is the royals pushed Harry and Meghan out, the only two who brought genuine global relevance, heartfelt causes and actual charm. And now, as the world tunes out of the palace reruns, they're left with a cast of royal oatmeal, bland, repetitive, and nothing to binge watch. Let's not sugarcoat it. There is absolutely no universe, no alternate reality, and certainly no royal scenario in which Prince Harry uproots his wife Meghan and their two precious children, Archie and Lily, just to return to the same country that vilified, stalked, smeared and emotionally battered them. The same press that hunted his mother has spent years attempting to crush his family, and now they're launching bogus opinion polls asking the public if the Sussexes should come back like it's some kind of twisted reality TV show finale. Seriously, Harry has seen the lion's den up close, and he's not about to throw his loved ones back into the fire just to satisfy the curiosity of tabloids or to patch up a crumbling monarchy. Meghan, Archie and Lily are not pawns in some royal redemption arc. The Sussexes have built a life grounded in purpose, peace and progress, far from the toxic machinery of the British press and royal institution. They're thriving on their own terms, and that scares the establishment more than they'll ever admit. There is no dusty royal title, no golden carriage, and certainly no ageing corgi collection worth sacrificing that freedom for. So when the media trots out yet another poll asking whether Harry should return, it's nothing but noise, desperate, recycled headlines from a palace press room that's run out of glitter and good PR. The truth? They're bored. They're flailing. And all they're left with are the crumbs of charisma, mumbles, and work-shy William and Kate performing the same dull script with none of the spark. And deep down, behind those palace walls and behind those editorial desks, they know what we know. Harry's not coming back. Not now, not ever. Now let's take a moment to hear from the real voice of reason, the public. Because while royal pundits puff up their chests and tabloids churn out the same tired nonsense, the internet, as always, stays undefeated. The people have spoken and their clapbacks are sharper than any palace press release. Sussex soldier nailed it. How many times do their spokespeople have to say they're not moving back? Put it in Times Square if you must. Honestly, at this point, maybe skywriting would help. Then there's Cindy, who dropped a truth bomb. It's giving distraction. Kensington always pulls this when Will and Kate get exposed for doing nothing. Boom. Sue didn't hold back either. They're scraping the barrel because Mumbles and Yacht Life Barbie are off the radar again. Phew. The hits just keep coming. The teacher chimed in with academic precision. Why are they asking us? Harry already told you what's up. Read a book. Diaspora added depth with this reflection. The royal family is a sinking ship with no spark left. They need Harry and Meghan, but they're too proud to apologise. And Cat Burglar delivered a short, savage summary. It's giving desperate. No notes. Finally, J. Jackie went full throttle. This isn't just bias, it's psychological warfare. Same poll group, same abuse cycle. Someone call the human rights courts. And you know what? She's not wrong. This chapter isn't about speculations. It's the people giving the final verdict unfiltered and with receipts. And the conclusion is loud and clear. The public sees through the games, they're not fooled, and they're done playing. Let's wrap it up. This isn't journalism, it's obsession with a capital O. You don't beg irrelevant people to return. You don't write 10 articles a day about people you claim nobody cares about. And you definitely don't pretend a 2,000-person poll speaks for 68 million. They're desperate, they're exposed, and they're stuck with, well, you know who. So until next time, remember, protect your peace, laugh at the madness, and don't let desperate people with yachts and newspapers gaslight you. I'm Adrian, and this is Meghan and Harry Tales. Don't forget to like, share, and hit that subscribe button. We love you. Stay safe. And as always, God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, and Lily. Please support our growing Sussex Chronicles. The battle between good and evil rages on, but we stand on the side of truth. We denounce the ongoing hate campaign against Harry, Meghan, Archie, and Lily. To Charles, William, Camilla and Kate apologise. The time has come. End this.